It's a Sebon Podcast Show. It's a Sebon Podcast Show. Everybody's welcome. Peace and love. It's a Sebon Podcast Show.
Bam, we're live. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. First words out of my mouth this morning. It's weird how often that I haven't said a single word. I get up and no one's awake in my house. And so the first words that come out of my mouth here on the show. Just us. Rambler, what's up? How you doing, buddy? You good? Are you strange, Rambler? I never thought of you as strange. Until someone pointed out to me that you might be strange. Is it maybe everyone's strange? First, what's YOLO mean? Heavy Sevy, what's up? Dick Margarine. Chris, good morning. Corey, good morning. Jeffrey, Mr. Birchfield, good morning. Dixon. Biden didn't step down, did he? You can't, oh, good morning, sponsors. You can't get COVID, you can't get COVID, COVID? You can't get COVID if you are vaccinated. You can't if you've been. Does that mean he hasn't been vaccinated? Because you can't get it. If you've been vaccinated, you can't get it. You can't get it. You can't get it. You can't get it.
If you are vaccinated, you have over a 98% chance of never catching the virus at all. Hey, folks, guess you heard this morning I tested positive for COVID.
President Biden is back in isolation after testing positive for COVID again.
You're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
First Lady Jill Biden has tested positive for COVID-19.
First Lady Jill Biden has tested positive again for COVID.
Do something about the misinformation, the outrageous misinformation about the vaccine. If you're vaccinated,
Outrageous misinformation. Outrageous misinformation.
you have over a 98% chance of never catching the virus at all.
Outrageous information. Outrageous information. I was thinking about that too, Judy. Why are people still testing? I often wonder about that too. I wonder what the protocol is if you test positive. Why are people testing for it? Magdalene Eggert, it's only his third positive. Vaccination covers the fourth round of COVID. Oh, there he is, Carlos. I need to remember your name. Damn, that jingle is catchy. Good morning. Carlos, did you hear the one someone made for Shut Up and Scribble? Mr. Chapman, good morning. I'm going to need you to carry the show today, buddy. There's no schedule. There's no show today. This isn't a show. This is just a hangout. It's funny watching the Tour de France and watching the Euros wear masks still. Really? What would I type in? Tour de France. Are you serious? It's like Berkeley over there. Tour de France images. I don't see anyone wearing a mask. Well, I'm only looking at bikers. Tour de France. Is there a girl in the Tour de France? Do girls do the Tour de France? I didn't even know girls did the Tour de France. Tour de France? I don't see any masks. Let me see. Tour de France crowd. I don't know, man. I'm looking at the Tour de France crowd. I don't see any masks. I see a bunch of dudes wearing those funny hats. I don't know. What if I put in Tour de France COVID masks? Tour de France COVID. Oh shit. 3 days ago. Wow. Oh, Nelly. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Tour de France reinstates COVID-19 measures as more cases emerge in the peloton. The ASO, I don't know what that is, has that association of something, of cucks. The ASO has mandated masks for organizers, media, and guests when interacting with riders and team. Wow. The Tour de France has reinstated COVID-19 protective measures requiring race organizers, media, and guests to wear masks when in contact with riders and their team staff. This protocol was announced by the race organizers, ASO, on Sunday morning after several recent COVID-19 cases amongst the peloton. In order to limit health risks, it's now compulsory to wear a mask in the various areas where you will be in contact with the riders and members of the cycling team. Riders who have abandoned the race due to the virus include Tom Pidcock, Juan Asu, and Michael Morkov. Geraint Thomas remains in the tour testing positive as the rules currently allow. There are so many people at the start and finish. COVID doesn't just enter the peloton. It comes from outside, said Remco Evenepoel. All right. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I think I have COVID too. Yeah, I still have a sore throat at night when I go to bed for like the last 2 months. I think I have COVID too. It comes on like at 10 o'clock. I had that when I was a kid too. I remember my sophomore year in high school, like my entire sophomore year. I felt like I had a sore throat. It was weird. And I look back there and it's all swollen and shit. You mean a cold? Yeah. We always have COVID. I assume I always have it. Oh, that's mono. I know that's what someone said. I don't even know what mono is either. That was herpes. You probably have a parasite. Says Heidi Kroom. Daniel Garrity, that's probably because you're deep-throating dudes every day. Jeez. That's a little much, over the top. Worms. Went from a sore throat to having worms. I should probably eat more raw meat. Where are the sponsors? There they are. My office smells like Fit Aid now. I don't think I can drink 2 cups of coffee during a show and not have to pee. But yesterday I drank 2 cans of Fit Aid in the show with Dallin Pepper and Miss Raptis, and I had to pee like quickly. I don't think I can take gummies either during the show. I noticed that when I take a gummy during the show, something happens to my mouth. Like it gets a little funky. Like it doesn't, I lose some flexibility in it or something. It doesn't move. My jaw doesn't move as fast as it did. Maybe I'm making it all up. I'm open to that too. Anyway. Impossibilito. Okay, let's go over the facts on the let's go over the facts. Let's just talk about the assassination attempt this morning. Let's just like really dig in. This is a fun one. This is going to take a little while, but we'll get educated together. Here we go. You ready for this? Matt Walsh. By the way, Matt Walsh was attacking the you know the black chick with the huge tits and the shaved head who spoke at the Republican convention? Matt Walsh was attacking her. I don't think that was cool. I think people should be allowed to flip. I flipped. I had to flip. Oh, here we go. We're live on the air. How are you?
Hey, good. I need you to
anything for you. Before you even speak, anything for you.
Dude, I'm literally literally just about to ask you to do something that you told me to ask you to do, you fucker.
I will do anything for you.
Oh my god. I just need I'm gonna create a StreamYard link for around like 1:30, 2 p.m. for us to test out the connection at this pool.
Okay. Hey, so no one really has an excuse to not try to go against you because you don't even have like we're doing this illegally, right? We're just showing up at a pool with a phone.
Yeah, I haven't asked them. I don't see why I would need to.
Just show up at the pool. You're gonna do the swim. I'm gonna guess that there's some other movement, but it doesn't require equipment. Is what you said last week.
Yeah, correct.
And-
It's a couplet.
Okay. Freestanding handstand push-ups.
Right. What makes James Sprague? Was he on the show?
Yeah, he came. I sent him a link.
Oh, he came in and said that he thought he was gonna beat me in body weight exercise and swimming.
He thinks that he basically said in a nutshell, I'm reading into a little bit, but it would be easy money to beat you in a swim workout, and he's willing to drive 30 minutes to a pool.
James, after you saying that, if you don't call in after seeing the workout, you're a massive pussy. And I can say this, you're going to see the workout and first thing you're going to think is, oh man, I don't have a chance. But it's all good, bro.
I don't think people realize how fit you are. Oh, okay. All right, fine. That's that. I do appreciate James calling and wanting to get pushed to the front of the line for 30 minutes to the pool, but we can't do that. We're too established now. That would fuck up the integrity of the show. But he can get on for sure. Oh, I thought you hung up on me.
Yeah, I did on accident. My bad. Every time I get in my car, I do that. Instead of hitting the off button on the car, I hit the end button on the phone. But what were you saying? You don't think people realize what?
I don't think people realize how truly fit you are. Like they look at maybe your semifinals and you didn't make it to the games, and they didn't realize that there's no one fitter in the world in the sub 10-minute domain and the over 15-minute domain. There's just a small window of workouts that maybe you're beatable in.
I would say the window's. Well, I don't know. The window's not that small. I was not good at squatting at semifinals, and I'm a lot healthier and more confident in my squatting now. But the big thing is that I've beaten James in a swim workout. I beat James in a workout with 2,500 meters of rowing, 300 meters of open water swimming, and a 2K run. Come on, James. What are you talking about?
And
what are you talking about?
And he's only put on more muscle. I think in those areas he's had to give up some of his abilities to where he's gotten better at.
Right. And in my case, I don't have to do any of that stuff that he's doing, and all I've been doing is running and swimming more.
Hey, and I think he'll get in for sure. I think it's easy to get a shot at this workout this week, so he shouldn't even need a push to the front of the line.
No, there's like I know of like 3 or 4 people that have reached out like, oh, I'm gonna try. Some guy said he was gonna meet me at the place that I'm doing it and try, which would be great. But still, I think the key is like. Yeah, it just, James, it's incredibly annoying hearing you say that you think it's going to be easy money. So, oh my God, when the workout's announced, please just call in, please.
Yeah. Okay. I agree. $3,000.
There's only, I'm not even going to give away any more tips.
That's like 4 months mortgage in some of the places where these athletes live.
$4,000? Yeah, that's probably 4 months mortgage for Jason and wherever he lives.
In the middle of the country somewhere.
Right. God, I want to say the workout so badly just because it annoys me so much that James thinks he can beat me.
No, don't say it. Don't say it. It's good suspense. When are we going to release the workout?
But Will can release the workout as early tomorrow as he wants because no one's going to get really an advantage. And no one's gonna if you want to do that workout once that morning before we do it and then do it again, good for you. It's not a workout that I would want to do twice ever. It's not a workout you want to do twice, and definitely not one you want to do twice in a day.
Can you tell me this? Is the first movement the body weight movement, or is the first movement the swim?
The first movement's the body weight move.
Okay. All right. All right. Thanks, dude. I'm pumped for tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Stoked.
Get it? Pumped. Pumped.
All right, I'll send you. I'll like try to set up a link and I'll text you about testing it out.
Okay.
All right, see ya.
Bye. My wife was asleep when oh, my wife's already awake. She woke up. I got up this morning and I showered and she was laying in bed on top of the sheets. And I was just sitting there staring at her thinking, man, I should cancel the show and spend time with my wife. But she was like dead asleep. I gratuitously rubbed her body. My wife has this huge, firm ass, like huge, firm, crazy butt. It's a crazy butt. And so she was laying on top of the covers and I rubbed her legs and her butt and she didn't even move. I think she was just faking asleep. Like, ooh, don't touch me. Disgusting. Yeah, no, she wasn't asleep. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But anyway, and then now I'm here, and 12 minutes later, she's texting me that she's awake, telling me the boys' schedule. I'm taking the boys to skate camp today. They haven't been on a skateboard in at least a week. We're going to the skate park today in Santa Cruz called Derby. It's some people say it's the oldest skate park in the country. Carlos, I had a lesbian wife who pretended to be asleep all the time. Oh man. Denise, let sleeping wives lay. She's pretty cool. Pat Lang, isn't Fit Aid for after your workout? I don't know. I just look for an excuse to drink it. Sevi, you must tell Bruno it's Friday, not Saturday. I know he needs to listen to the show though. I can't. I hear you, Melissa. I can't be like helping everybody. Listen, it's $3,000. Sevon, have you talked about Brooke Dents in her comment section? Oh, no, but I would like to. I would like to. You want to talk about Brooke Dents first before we talk about all the details of the assassination attempt? Okay. Listen, let's do that before we go over here. I can't tell you how proud I am of Brooke Dents. I think there's so many fucking cowards. I think there's so many fucking cowards in the let's see how many followers she has. 1.5 million followers. Damn, she has a nice body. 1.5 million followers, and she makes this post and she says, "Love him or hate him, applause." I don't know who all will actually read this caption, especially since I don't really do captions, but maybe just listen to what he has to say. Climb down off that hill you're willing to die on and think about the America you really want to live in. Oh, Meredith Root. This comment section did not disappoint. Anyways, I disagree with most of this and probably your opinion too, but good on you for sharing it, I think. It's nice to know where people stand. I stand with queer folks, and even though our current selection of politicians is certainly not awesome, at least there are some that are okay with us existing and having rights, so I'm going to go with them, I think. But you do you. No one ever changed an opinion in comment section, but visibly is more important, so here for the gays. Dude, the politicians hate, the left hates gay people. They've completely turned you guys into fucking complete perverts and fucking, they've made your images complete fucking nut jobs, at least the men. The women are completely fucking unhinged. The media's painted you guys as completely fucking unhinged and as pedophiles. And is that you hate children and they fucking hate you. What are you talking about? Name one politician to me that supports gay people and legitimately supports gay people, accepts gay people, that's on the left. Name one. Fucking nuts. Meredith, they're trying. Meredith, they've lumped skin color issues and pedophile issues into your group. The gay pride parade has just turned into a complete fucking sex fest where people get blowjobs and urinate on each other in kiddie pools in front of children. That's how the media has presented you. That's what politicians are fighting for those rights. In the state of Oregon, it's legal. In the state of Oregon, it is 100% legal to walk up to a child and disrobe as long as it doesn't give you sexual gratification. That's the gay guy you have in office in the United States, Pete Buttigieg, is a complete fucking loser. He fucking openly hates black people under the guise of liking them. Joseph Medina, gay rights is made up term. There's no separation of rights. Heteros have from homos. Yeah, what has Meredith lost her fucking mind? The loving, tolerant, accepting people in these comments showing true colors. You go, Brooke. Wow, you fell so hard. We can disagree about politics, but honestly thought you were smarter than this. Smarter? Mark Passman? Olympic level dog lover? No offense, but if you're a guy and you like the show Friends, something's wrong with you. Amateur entrepreneur. Professional soda. This guy's a professional soda drinker. Aspirational weight loser. Oh my God. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. In what possible way is this guy the man? Now look at Justin Gentry. God, how much you want to bet he has pronouns? He, him. This fucking guy, this guy posted in what possible way is he a man? Speaking about, I'm assuming Donald Trump Jr., and he has he, him. The guy who's fucking completely confused about sex. Full-time body maintainer, occasional gardener, and compost enthusiast. Wow. I don't trust this. Oh, man. Oh, Nelly. All right, buddy. You keep up with your pronouns. So you're anti-women's health, abortion rights, and LGBTQ rights? Good to know. At least if I can't leave, what the fuck is wrong with these people? So you go to concerts. All right. It's amazing to me, these people that put women's rights over baby rights. That they don't see that, like, hey, you know you're killing a baby. Anyway, so awesome that Brooke did this. Look at this chick's fucking lipstick. What the fuck happened to her face? Oh my goodness. I saw one of the quotes in here was talking about how he's Donald Trump Jr. is on steroids and cocaine. Anyway, good on Brooke Ence. Go over to her account. It's just Brooke Ence, BROOKEENCE, and just fucking slap some of these fucking people around. Good on her. What's wrong with the lipstick? She looks like a baboon's ass. She looks like a fucking baboon's ass. Let me show you a baboon's ass. Baboon's butt. She looks exactly like this is what I see when I see this is what I see when I see that chick's face. Maybe it's a defect in me. I'm open to that. That's what I see. When I see dark red lipstick on women, that's what I see. On most women. Very few women can pull off dark red lipstick. I just see a baboon's ass. I'm not a fan of lipstick. I'm a lip gloss guy. I'm a lip gloss guy. Yeah, can you imagine talking any shit about Donald Trump Jr. when we have Hunter Biden out there? Like, have you lost your fucking mind? It's the no context crowd. It's the non-relativity, no context crowd. They're complete fucking morons. Dick Butter, makeup in general kind of sucks. I agree. I completely agree. 9,000 followers for that post she lost. Oh, good. Cull the herd. Donald Jr. is a fucking savage. Yeah, he's awesome. Okay, here we go.
Announced that Trump needed to be, quote, eliminated. Watch.
It's just unquestionable at this point that man cannot see public office again. He is not only unfit, he is destructive to our democracy, and he has to be eliminated.
So that is a sitting member of Congress, one of the more influential ones with oversight of the Secret Service, saying Trump simply cannot win. He has to be eliminated. And Joe Biden's spokeswoman, Jen Psaki, just sits there and nods. It's psychotic. We often hear a lot about dangerous rhetoric. Most of the time, that term is applied to things that are uncomfortable but true. It's often called dangerous to point out the racial disparities in violent crime statistics, for example. But that can't be dangerous because it's A, true, and it's B, not the sort of thing that once acknowledged will plausibly bring harm to any person or group. But the left's decade-long campaign to label Trump a Hitlerian dictator who wants to destroy democracy is actually dangerous because it's A, not true, and it's B, the sort of thing that, if believed, is all but guaranteed to bring about exactly the result we saw on Saturday. That's the point. It's why they say it. I mean, think of it this way. If Trump really is an evil dictator who wants to destroy America, announced that Trump needed to be, quote.
That's Dan Goldman who said that Trump needs to be eliminated. But Sevi, who's Dan Goldman? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. This is really gonna fucking blow you guys away. Daniel Sachs Goldman is an American attorney politician. He's a member of the U.S. House of Representatives from New York's 10th Congressional District. Goldman is among the wealthiest members of Congress with an estimated personal net worth of $253 million. He served as the lead majority counsel in the first impeachment inquiry against Donald Trump and lead counsel to the House managers in the Trump's impeachment trial. His paternal grandparents were Rhonda Haas Goldman and Richard Goldman. His great-grandfather was Walter A. Haas. Do you guys know who Walter A. Haas is? The famed Berkeley Business School. He donated money and started the business school at Berkeley, UC Berkeley. Dan Goldman is the heir to the Levi Strauss and Company fortune. A complete 100% libtards. Those are the people, by the way, Meredith Root, who insisted that schools be closed in San Francisco. All the people on the board at Levi Strauss, all the executives demanded that schools be closed in San Francisco for 2 years while their kids went to private schools. They hate you, Meredith. They hate you because you're a carpet muncher under the guise of liking you. I know it's so fucking hard to wake up. Goldman was hired as a senior advisor and director of investigations for the House Intelligence Committee. Oh, but it gets crazier. It gets crazier. When Matt Walsh said that he sits on oversight committee, I wonder which oversight committee he sits on. Let's keep scrolling down. Dan Goldman sits on the oversight committee of accountability and the subcommittee of national security, border, and foreign affairs. He sits on the oversight committee on homeland security, counterterrorism, law enforcement, and intelligence. This is the guy that asked for the elimination of Donald Trump. It's fucking wild. Absolutely wild. Pat Lang, semi-tarded. This is all Sevi does. The left hates blacks and trans people and gays. No, they don't hate trans people. They don't hate trans people. They love trans people. They love trans people so much that they want to attach their mental disorder to gays and blacks and drag gays and blacks down. They want to tap into the insecurities of gays and blacks, and they want to attach trans to them and drag them down. Jake Chapman, Sevi, do you shower the same way every time? Yes. Like, do you start with your hair and work your way around the body the same way each shower? Yes. And I always wash the pubic hair off the soap after because I use the bar of soap on my. I just use the bar of soap on my butt and my pubes and my armpits. That's it. I don't wash anything else. Thank you. Good. You approve of that? Yeah. Dan Goldman wants to eliminate the president. It's fucking wild. Okay. So there's that guy who sits on the oversight committee. Now we go to the shooter to find out more facts. Let me see if I can pull up this. Let me see if I can find the video I took from 7/17. Give me 1 second. Videos. Isn't that amazing? You put in Jesse Waters primetime and to Google, and it gives you other people, not him. I've been watching so much fucking YouTube. Where is it? Videos. Jesse Waters, prime time. I got a bunch of good time codes for you. Give me a second. Is this a live show? How come I can't find it? Shit. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, please. Please hold. Wow, I can't search this by the title of the video. No surprise there. I wonder if they're blocking him, if they're fucking with him. All right, I can't find it. Shit. I'll just go through the some of the things that he talked about yesterday on the show. The reason why there were no Secret Service on the roof, as we saw already, is because there were Secret Service supposedly using the second floor window. And who knows if they were even Secret Service. Maybe they were just local police. So they got lazy, and instead of getting up on the roof, they used the second floor window in that building. So they were in the building that the shooter was on. And they were using the second floor window. I know, riot, right? What is a riot? No fire, no mass chaos, no tear gas. It's funny. Is the Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York City a riot? Because there's more damage and death and danger and rape going on at the Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York City than there is at on January 6th. Oh, it was a quiet riot. That makes sense. It was a quiet riot. Can you imagine the riots in the street if Biden would have been shot? Responding officers, there's video now showing the officers when they found out that the guy was on the roof with a gun. There's a video going that shows like 10 or 15 police officers who were trapped inside of the security area that they had built, the perimeter, and there was a fence around it, and they needed a car to knock down their own barrier, their own fence that was supposed to protect Donald Trump. Instead, the cops were trapped inside while that guy roamed free on the roof. And then there's video of a cop ramming the fence down so the cops can actually get out and go get the guy. Tank Reeves, this may be the nicest things you've said to me. Sevon is Neo before Morpheus found him. That's kind of cool. So the cops were trapped in. They built a wall around themselves so that they couldn't get out to go get the guy, the bad guy. Absolutely fucking nuts. They're also saying that they knew the guy was there. I don't know what they found in his bag, but I guess when he entered the venue, he went through security and they found like a spotting scope in his bag. Or a rangefinder? How do you find a rangefinder or spotting scope or something that's some sort of optics that's used in shooting and not just right away be like, hey dude, you can't come in here, or hey dude, we're gonna hold you. Hey dude, we want to talk to you about this. They also knew that the guy was a credible threat for like 9 minutes. Meaning by credible threat or imminent threat. Sorry. They knew he was a credible threat for over an hour. They knew it was an imminent threat for more than something like 9 or 10 minutes. Some people are saying 27 minutes. It's hard to get a clear, a definitive answer to that question. Some reports are saying that it was the police. One report says that it's the police. It was the local police who were supposed to watch the roof. Another report says the local police told the Secret Service, we don't have enough manpower for that roof. And the Secret Service didn't do anything about it. Pat Lang is a compost enthusiast. Thank you, Wad Zombie. Oh, Wad Zombie, look at what I got. I think it's mint trading cards. I haven't even taken the paper off yet. I'm gonna open it on tomorrow morning show. Mint trading cards. Fucking nuts, man. That answer, the fact that anyone has any opinion about January 6th, or the fact that they had a female Secret Service officer completely become unhinged and have to be fucking grabbed while guarding Kamala Harris, the lady that was supposed to guard Kamala Harris a few months ago, had to be grabbed and dragged off. The fact that they couldn't find out, Secret Service couldn't tell us whose cocaine it was in the White House. We just had the guy on the show. A little tiny speck of fentanyl can kill someone. And yet they don't know who brought in the white powder to the White House. The fact that she claims that the roof was too steep to have Secret Service on it. I mean, how is anyone defending anything? And for those of you saying it's staged or it's a story or it's the Matrix or blah, blah, completely irrelevant. It's a moot point. What we're looking at is just the world-class fucking incompetence. Over and over and over. Yesterday, Kimberly Cheadle was walking around the RNC. There's footage of it. And her two guards are a black guy and two women. What are the odds? What are the fucking odds? She's a full DEI fucking goon. You think, Miss Meredith Root, you think that that's a good thing to put women in that position in the guise of defending women? And you can just extrapolate this and use gays. You think it's a good idea? It's a good look to do DEI stuff and make women look like fucking complete fucking jackasses and put them in jobs they're not fucking capable of doing, that they're not best suited for?
These two men are both elderly. Donald Trump is an elderly man who, for whatever reason, was given 9 seconds to take a iconic photo op during an active shooter.
That's Joy Reid. She's saying for some reason Donald Trump was given 9 seconds to take an iconic photo op. Well, George Floyd was given 9 minutes. Seems a little unfair. Seems a little unfair. George Floyd was given 9 minutes. Donald Trump was only given 9 seconds. Sounds racist to me.
Situation. Weird situation. We'll figure that out one day. But his survival of that and bouncing right back and going right to his convention is being conveyed in the media world as a sign of strength. This current president of the United States is 81 years old and has COVID. Should he be fine in a couple of days? Doesn't that convey exactly the same thing? That he's strong enough, older than Trump, to have gotten something that used to really be fatal to people his age. So if he does fine out of it and comes back and is able to do rallies, isn't that exactly the same? I mean, it's not exactly the same. It's not the same incident, but it's an elderly man coming through out of an illness.
It should.
Here's the question that I have on that.
Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. COVID used to kill the elderly. But now, Joe Biden, if he survives COVID, I can't believe there's anyone for a second that believes her shit. Hey, do you think that there's anyone who believes Kimberly Cheadle? Like anyone? Like do Tank and Pat believe that the roof was too sloped? Like, are they like, yep, it was too sloped? Oh, it was definitely too sloped, but totally valid. Or even if it wasn't too sloped, let's give them a little more. Well, it's a valid consideration. So it's extremely valid consideration. Extremely valid. What a hero. He survived COVID. I believe the whole thing was a sham. I know, but what do you mean by a sham? Like they used MK Ultra to fucking brainwash the kid and do the shooting? I mean, what makes it a sham? That the bullets in his gun were pink? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean it's a sham? Pat thinks that Trump's team planted the shooter to get the black vote. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I was watching this video here, and I was trying to figure out whether Kamala Harris really said this many times, or if these are just the same debate from just different angles, different cameras. You guys tell me, did she really say this? Did she think this was a good line, so she kept repeating it every time she got in front of a big crowd?
It's very simple. Why does Joe Biden want to buy oil from Iran and from Vladimir Putin instead of from Pennsylvania energy workers? Why does he want to further weaken the American manufacturing economy that allows us to project power overseas? Yeah. Why does he constantly pursue the interests of foreign despots over the interests of the American?
Do you know why he does that, by the way? What the excuse is? It's always climate change, by the way. It's always climate change. That's always their answer. That's always the answer now, climate change.
American citizen and the American worker. That is a case that I think works all over the country. I really think it's an argument that works in Pennsylvania and Michigan because they have felt
it doesn't work all over the country, JD Vance. They say it anytime I talk to the libtards, they're like, but what about climate change? But what about climate change?
The neglect of the consensus in Washington that leaves American workers behind. President Trump's going to change that.
And what we are also seeing is that if you look at, I like Venn diagrams. Okay. So if you look, I do. So let me tell you, I love Venn diagrams. I love Venn diagrams. The 3 circles. I love Venn diagrams. You're just cracking up.
Watch what clothes she's wearing. I can't believe I want to see if this is all different locations she says this in.
Right. Among the many things that I like, I love Venn diagrams. The 3 circles. I love Venn diagrams. I just throw it into a Venn diagram. I'll tell you everything you need to know about it. Any issues. I love Venn diagrams. I really just love Venn diagrams. I love Venn diagrams. Okay.
Just a little expansion.
I really do. I love Venn diagrams. The 3 circles, sometimes there are more.
It's very simple.
Fuck. The 3 circles and sometimes more. Is that stage 2? Is that a sham? I'm trying to understand. I need to know what a sham is and what is staged. Is that a sham? Is that staged? I need a bunch of examples. I need context. Thanks, everyone. Here is now dumber for having to listen to her. Thanks, Sevon. Yeah, you're welcome. I did find this gem of the shooter. Here's the guy that tried to kill Trump and killed the guy, killed the firefighter. Little tidbit for you.
4. I go to Stanford University. I have a 10-inch penis and 6'4". I go to Stanford University. I have a 10-inch penis.
He's 6'4", goes to Stanford University, and has a 10-inch penis. His buddy tells us the video was shot in February 2020 at Steele Center Career and Technical Education in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, which provides career and technical education to students attending several public school districts in Pennsylvania. We've reached out to the school to confirm Homeboy's enrollment, but haven't heard back. The former classmate of this psychopath was quiet at first, but gradually opened up. He was cool, friendly, and got along with his classmates. The psychopath was also described to us as a savant when it came to computer tech. He was one of the most talented students in the class, being able to take computers apart and reassemble them without a hitch. Sounds like every Asian kid I went to school with. He was into video games too, especially Fortnite and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. For what it's worth, those are both first-person shooter games. A former classmate tells us the psychopath did not bring up politics or guns while in class. Needless to say, he was absolutely floored to find out that the psychopath tried to kill Trump. He killed one person in the crowd and injured 2 others. Oh, does that mean it's a riot, Pat? Was that a riot? Pat, was that a riot? Pat, was that a riot? Because there was a car that drove through a fence and someone was killed. Was that a riot, Pat? Doses, was that a riot? Was that a riot there? Dude, CNN is MK Ultra for the masses. Jason speaks. He looks exactly what you think he would. I know, isn't that weird? Sevi, just stop. You're making a fool of yourself. I don't know. Sounds like it was a riot. I know that's one of the criteria for you, is that someone was killed. Every time someone's killed, it's a riot. If you think Jan 6 was a riot, it's the weakest riot I've ever seen. Tank Reeves, Sevi, it's all just a show. Sevon, it's all just a show. Doesn't matter the side. What's sad is people still have hope for a political solution. Let's say it is all. Let's say you're right. Let's say you're right. But ground it in reality like this. Ground it in reality like this to me. Or ground it in the Matrix or in the show or whatever. Because you say it's all a show, and that so then I'm assuming if you say it's all a show that we're all in the show, but we just don't know it. That I'm in the show and I just don't know it. You're in the show and you do know it. So you can do whatever you want, but I'm in the show and I don't know it, so maybe I can't do what I want. Is that what you're saying? And if that's the truth, do I have any control over the show so that kids in the show don't get their penises chopped off without their parents' consent at the age of 10 in California? Like, do I have any control over that? Like, what do I have control over? What part of the show can I influence? Can I influence any part of the show? Oh, yeah, Pat, don't forget 3 officers also committed suicide, the January 6 guys. Don't forget the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Women are raped at every Puerto Rican Day Parade. Don't forget that, Pat. And killed. Don't forget about the New York City Marathon. Someone dies there every year. Pat, the only riot that you know of is the riot in your head. The deep confusion you have. You're like, you know what you are? You're like a guy sitting in a boat with 2 oars and getting tossed around at sea, and you're so afraid to put your oars in and row in one direction. You're so scared. You're so scared. Maybe just anytime a window breaks, you think that it's a riot. If you want to say Jan 6 was a riot, let's rate it compared to other riots. Pat Lang, no, Tank Reeves. No, actually, knowing is more difficult than not. However, people who know it's important for us to move forward into a new world, ignorance is the easy route. I'm not saying you're ignorant, Sevon. Sevi, you're a cuck for the Republican Party. You can't get over your party affiliation to admit the obvious. All right. So be it. Someone sent this to me last night. I think this is in yesterday. We were talking about how if you're easy, the more easily you're offended, the easier you are to control. The way everyone's being controlled these days, from what I can see, is if you're offended, then it's used, or it's used or not used incidentally or on purpose, depending on what camp you sit in. It's how you're controlled. You're offended by something and then you react to it. But I like this. This says, Bruce Lee, you will continue to suffer if you have an emotional reaction to everything that is said to you. True power is sitting back and observing everything with logic. Now, here's the important part. If words control you, then everyone else can control you. Spelling. If words control you, then everyone else can control you. Emotional intelligence is rarer than you think. A lot of us are wounded children stuck in adult bodies. I know not everyone will like that comment, but for me, it was true. I was emotionally stunted at an age I started drinking and doing a ton of drugs. I didn't know how to regulate the emotions I was feeling, so I would numb out. I took people's words as literal facts. I had no pause in between. When I reflect on what they were saying, I was reactive. That's the entire fucking, well, I was going to say it's the entire left, but I see it on the right too. Getting sober and working on my emotional well-being as well as healing was the best thing I ever did. I've learned way more emotional intelligence than I could have ever imagined. By the way, one good trick to stop and create that space is to ask people to define words, or define words for yourself. Because most people don't even understand what anyone else is saying, and they're just reacting to it thinking that they understand. That's Pat's whole game. Pat doesn't even know what a fucking riot is. He just reacts to it. January 6th was an insurrection. Then right away, it's an insurrection and a riot. Being able to pause and take a moment to look at what feelings arise when someone says something and taking a breath instead of reacting is such a blessing. I've become an observer of the program my body is used to running. By being the observer, I'm no longer reactive. I can see things from a different perspective, and I know why I'm having such emotional response. And 99% of the time, it's part of my inner child that needs healing and reprogramming. Allowing yourself the space to heal, your inner child deserves to live in peace. That's what Meredith's root thing is. All she hears is gay rights, and she's fucking, because she's so attached to that in her identity, she doesn't care if it's true or not. She's completely oblivious. They could be fucking beheading gay people in the streets, and as long as they said it's for gay rights, she'd be cool with it. Same with Pat. Just tell me it's an insurrection. It's an insurrection. If they would have captured that building, the whole U.S. government would have fallen. That building's the insurrection. Daniel Garrity, aren't you offended by other people getting offended? Does that mean they're controlling you? 100%. Even getting offended by people getting offended is getting offended. Jeremy World, great advice. Viktor Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning. Go read that, Pat. Jason Plummer, that building doesn't even control the U.S. Oh, no, there's concrete blocks in that building that control everything. Definitely concrete blocks. Smart concrete blocks in that building. That building controls everything. Uh, 12 daily doses. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping me carry the show this morning. Sevi, pretty sure I've never said insurrection. Okay. You're now making shit up and to try to make your point. Okay, fair. Fine. Okay. Because you know you're wrong. That part's not true. In reality, every person in the comments knows 1/6 was a riot. Wow. Okay. I'm willing to say that January 6th was a riot. On a 1 to 10, that compared to the police station burning down in Ferguson, rank them for me. If 1/6 was a riot, then go ahead. Tell me. Tell me, please. Police station burning down. Let's meet in the middle somewhere. The openly the people in charge of the police station have openly admitted that they were going to surrender the police station as an offering to the rioters. And they did that with the police still locked inside. They left the gate open in the front for the rioters and locked the police inside. They had to use the car to open the back and run and escape. The buses that were supposed to be there to help the police escape were not there. There was a SWAT team inside that did not fire on the crowd. And then the police station was burned down, and it's the only police station. Well, it was the first. I don't know if it's the only now, but it was the first police station ever in U.S. history to get taken over like that. What would you rank that compared to what happened at the Capitol? Pat, numbers, quantify, please. Pat, are you tall or are you short? And how do you know if you're tall or if you're short? Do you know how we know Colton Mertens is short? Because Yellow Hosta is tall. Tank Reeves, Vancouver losing the Stanley Cup was a riot. Correct. BLM were riots. Correct. January 6th was a collective of mostly good people with CIA op plan to make it look a certain way. I fucking 100% agree with you, Mr. Reeves. Listen, dude, I'm just asking you to define riot. That's it. I'm just asking you to define riot. If you don't like how you make some other guidelines, if you don't want to use a 1 through 10 ranking, I just want to define riot. Here's the thing, dude. Let's say you're 100% right and it was a riot. Let's say like we all finally, because I mean, obviously it's subjective, but let's say you convince us it's all a riot. Okay, fine. I agree with you. It's a riot. Now play with me here. Where is it on the level of rioting? I'm just curious. Because there's a whole chunk of people that actually think it was an insurrection. I mean, let me look up that word insurrection. Insurrection. I need to learn how to spell it. Violent uprising against an authority or government. What's the legal definition of insurrection? The violent uprising against governmental authority. What's an example of an insurrection? Among the many historical significant insurrections of the 20th and 21st century, the March on Rome of 1922, which brought Benito Mussolini and his National Fascist Party to power in Italy. Yeah, an insurrection. The example they give here on the internet, not that it's the end all, is when Mussolini took over the government. You think we were close to that? On a 1 to 10, Pat, how close was Jan 6 to taking over the U.S. government and putting fascists in power? Fuck, I'm like embarrassed that I'm having to walk you through this, dude. This is bad. I wouldn't characterize January 6th as violent either. I was not there, but I remember being at many high school fucking basketball games that seemed like they were more violent than what I saw on TV on January 6th. I don't see your definition. Sorry. I don't see it. I appreciate you. You said I just gave you a definition. Read it. Read it to your listeners. I don't see it. I don't see it. Did you, Pat? You keep saying that 140 cops sent to the hospital, not violent. Did you see any cops get injured? I'm just curious. That's a serious question. Did you see any cops get injured? I'm curious. Or is that just something you read? Dick Margarine, Sevy, did you get a media pass? I did. But everyone got a media pass. It's not like it's not anything I can use yet. I need to be able to get to. I need to be able to be where I need to be able to be in the warm up and cool down area in order to do the behind the scenes. Every college protests were more violent than Jan 6. Correct. Isn't Amber Rose white? I mean, she looks. I think she's black, like in the DNA genetic sense. But like, if you look at her in person, she's white. A lot of black people are white. Like if you look at their skin color, a lot of black people aren't even black. They're brown or yellow or red. She's black like Sevy. No, I haven't gotten like the full go ahead. No. But I'm doing everything in my power to define black. Yeah. I need to know which kind of black you're talking about. Like black in the crayon box? No, she's not black like in the crayon box. Jethro Cardona, Black Like Me. Good book. Yeah, that is a good book. Actually, I don't know if it's a good book. I liked it when I read it. You know the guy died, Jethro, from the white guy. That white guy died from dyeing himself black. I thought January 6th was a high school field trip. And you know what's funny? You say that, Dan? I bet. I want to Google that. Any high school field trips at Jan 6. I bet you there were some high schools that took field trips to that. Yeah, there were. There were some high school field trips to that, to Trump's talk and then to the Capitol. That's awesome. Meredith Root thinking that the left gives two shits about gay people is like black people thinking that George Floyd's a hero because the television told them. Like when Nancy Pelosi said, "Thank you for your sacrifice." Putting George Floyd as something to aspire to. George Floyd, the greatest influencer that ever was in the black community. You think those people hate you? Marilyn Manson's a greater fucking role model for fucking white kids than George Floyd is for black kids. How about Kanye's a fucking greater role model, a billion times more. Jay Wade, January 6th was actually a mostly peaceful protest. Well, and there's the context. That's the context. I wish for 2 seconds 12 Daily Doses could fucking pull his head out of his ass and just be like, oh shit, yeah, relative to what the news was telling us when the guy's standing in front of a CVS and it's fucking got flames 60 feet high in the air saying this is a mostly peaceful protest. For some reason, he's just fucking hell-bent on Jan 6. And he's just got one line. 140 cops were injured. Tank Reeves, I wonder if Castro has a shot with DB. What do you mean? Like to interview her or to put it in her dumper? Tank? Which one? Dumper or interview?
You know that parents vaccinate their children because they want the best for their child. What it is the government has done such a good job at blanketing the issue so that the truth is not known. So I think a good slogan, which my husband always says, investigate before you vaccinate. So if every parent says, I will vaccinate my child, doctor, if you will write a guarantee that my child will not be hurt by the vaccines, and I don't think any child would ever be vaccinated because no doctor will sign that. In the 1970s, 1 in 10,000 children were autistic. Today, it's about 1 in 50. They estimate by 2020 it'll be 1 in 2. And the autism was not around until vaccines were introduced. But we'll move on. Vitamin supplements, B12, vitamin D, are these necessary? The best vitamin D is from the sunshine. Make sure you don't wash your whole body with soap and then go in the sun or you won't get any vitamin D. And if you lie in the sun and then go and wash your body with soap, you won't get any vitamin D. It takes about 2 hours for your body to make the vitamin D from the skin. And we will be low in vitamin D if you're on cholesterol lowering medication because the vitamin D, like the ultraviolet rays from the sun hit the skin and they convert a form of cholesterol to vitamin D. So you see it's a little bit of a complex issue as to why there are so many people with vitamin D deficiency. Do you know that parents vaccinate their...
I was like, damn, I'm glad I don't soap my body. Well, I do soap my pubes. I soap the hairy areas. Listen, for those of you parents who gave your kids government mandated drugs 3 at a time, it's too late. You did it. But those of you moving forward, you do not have to do it. You do not have to inject your kids with government mandated drugs. You can spend 5 minutes. You can spend 5 fucking minutes doing some work. And I promise you, you won't regret it. You can do 5 minutes of investigation just to crack the door open and be like, wait a second. And if you just need one place to start, just do a little research on the measles vaccine and look at the graphs of incidence of measles relative to when the vaccine was introduced. Just look at that. Just start there. And for some of you who are like, for some people, it's not enough. Average age of death of COVID, 78 years old. Average number of comorbidities, 4. And no one died who's 12, but you still got the injection. Like, I can't help you. Like, the logic train is left. You're fucked. No, unfortunately, polio is not a legit one. Not even close. You can read the book The Moth and the Iron Lung and be like, oh shit. And you can listen to the audiobook, or you can also look at that. Just go look at rate of polio incidence and then when the vaccine came out. Rate of polio incidence and then when the vaccine came out. And then also make sure you look and see what happened to the first vaccine they introduced. The super successful vaccine had to be pooled because eventually they realized it was giving more people polio than preventing it. The polio thing is just absolutely fucking crazy. But it's the exact same playbook they used on COVID. You just have to get some audiobooks and just start listening to it. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Tank Reeves, polio was legitimately manufactured. I haven't seen that it was legitimately manufactured, but there are much stronger correlates to what caused the outbreak of polio than the vaccine causing it to go away. Much stronger. You just got to read a little bit, just a tiny bit. It doesn't even take long at all. And now, you can Google anywhere. Here, I'll do it right now. Leading cause of polio. And you type in leading cause of polio. It's funny. What's the main cause of polio? It's funny. It says contact with infected feces. Hold on. Here we go. In our current day and age, the leading cause of polio is the vaccine. This is published. Oh shit. Oh, this is AP Press. More polio cases now caused by vaccine than by wild virus. So just get your head wrapped around that for a second. I have no idea if it was manufactured. I have no idea if AIDS was manufactured. I have no idea if COVID was manufactured. Meaning that there were chemists in a lab somewhere who made it. But it's not have your kid vaginally, let it breastfeed. Don't feed it any fucking sugar as long as fucking humanly possible. Don't buy it a birthday cake when it's 1 or 2. Let it suck on the titties. Feed it meat and vegetables, nuts and seeds, honey. Great book, Sevon. I'm reading it now. Yeah, The Moth and the Iron Lung. I know, it's nuts. Moth in the Iron Lung. It will unravel so much shit for everyone. It will explain what happened with COVID, everything. It's the exact same playbook. I don't know if it's intentional. We're just surrounded by such poor thinking. I mean, can you believe Kimberly Cheadle told us? She looked at us and said the roof was too sloped to have counter snipers on when the roof that the snipers were on was the exact same slant or less. I mean, by the way, we don't even know who killed also the leading theory now, or the leading bit of news now, is that those snipers that we saw on the roof that we were claiming killed the guy, that those guys didn't kill him, that it was someone else. Carolyn M. Sevon's 12 Rules for Life, Chapter 5, let them suck on titties. Yes. Jay Wade, my wife is pregnant, and when the baby gets here, my post-workout shake will be titty milk and tart cherry juice. That sounds good. This is part of the plan, though. Multi-generational Americans, Canadians, and Europeans are now being replaced by illegal immigrants who aren't vaccinated. They will have your lunch, jobs, etc. I don't know about the first part. This is part of the plan, but everything else I agree with. Canadians, Europeans are now being replaced by illegal immigrants who are not vaccinated. All true, and they will have your lunch and jobs. Yeah, all true. They can have my lunch and my jobs. what I'm concerned about is that they're going to put rules in place that take away our freedoms. Pat, you talk like you know, I have no people in my life like you that do this. Sevi just sent you a DM of the riot video, thank you, which I know you won't watch. Like, who talks like that? Like, who talks like that? Who says stuff like that? Are you fucking 4? Like, honestly, do you talk to your wife like that? You sound like a 16-year-old girl who's managing her fucking premenstrual cycle for the first time. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Why are you like that? Why the fuck are you like that? Graphic warning, select committee shows never before seen video of January 6th attack. So you think it's an attack, huh?
We're going to see some of what language would find, please.
Hey, brother, we're boots on the
ground. So we're going to see some of what our witnesses saw on January 6th. Let's see the video, please. But please be advised that it contains graphic images and strong language, which many may find disturbing.
Graphic language and strong images. Now, you know there's books in our 5th grade classrooms in California that talk about sucking dick, boys sucking each other's dick. So that's going to be my baseline. Because I'd love to know what graphic language is. I'm a 52-year-old man. I don't know. I just watched The Boys on Amazon Prime. There was no warning about graphic language in that. And there was a scene in there where a guy gets covered in a fucking dump truck of cum. Oh, graphic, very graphic, powerful shit, Patrick. Oh, let me guess, you're offended by the American flag, Patrick. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Wow, everyone is standing still. First things first, Pat. Let's talk about that. In a riot, Mr. Lang, 12 daily doses. In a riot, people are running around, throwing bricks and bottles. See those people who are up on those stands there? There wouldn't be people up on that in a riot. That thing would be pushed over. Fucking God, you imbecile. Peter Navarro releases 36-page report alleging election fraud more than sufficient to swing victory to Trump. Statistically impossible to have lost the 2020 election. Big protest in D.C. on January 6th. Be there.
Hey, brother, we're boots on the ground here. We're moving on to Capitol now. I'll give you a boots on the ground update here in a few.
Ooh.
Capital injuries.
Multiple capital injuries. Oh, like the local Podunk Marathon that goes on in every city every day. Okay. Area closed. People pushing over a 4-foot barrier. Okay, this now we got a little. This could be a little. This is a little riotty. This is a little riotty. Not riot. Not riot. This is not riot. Pushing over. Why did they cut away from the barrier? That was good. That was going your way, buddy. That was going your way. What does podunk mean? Like small. Let me look up podunk. Podunk is just like small amateur hour podunk. Like that. Like that's a small town regarded as typical dull or insignificant. Like Pat's arguments. Oh my goodness, I heard a fuck you police. Wow, Pat, powerful. Powerful, Pat. Very powerful. I see some people walking now. This is crazy.
We're still taking metal, sharpened objects, missiles.
Missiles? Patrick, missiles.
To include bottles and rocks and hand-thrown chemical-grade fireworks.
Hand-thrown chemical-grade fireworks. Whew. Hey, I haven't seen anything yet, Pat. I saw some shaking of a barrier. I'll give you that is riot-esque. On the riot level, though, I'm going to go negative. I'm going to go 0.1. 0.1, not even a 1. But I like the dramatic audio. Now, and I know you're controlled by words, so you must really like that stuff. Oh my God, those cops look like they're in danger. Listen, fucking Pat. They would fucking kill cops like that at any riot that I'm fucking talking about. Those cops would not be out there like that in a fucking riot. Pat, this is your riot video. I'm 20% through it, buddy. And you look like, basically these look like typical Secret Service guys, frantic and incompetent. But I'm still not seeing riot. Well, let me guess, they're scared of the American flag. Oh, that's interesting. We just saw the cops charge the rioters. We didn't see the rioters charge the cops. Fascinating. Fascinating, Patrick. Fascinating. Oh my God, I think I see water being thrown. I think I just saw water being thrown, Pat. Oh my goodness. Look at, no one's even attacking the police, dude. They're just pushing through, dude. Dude, this, seriously, Pat, this is less than a fucking Walmart in the fucking ghetto when the new PlayStation's released on fucking Thanksgiving, dude. Hey, those events where the kids drive their cars and do donuts and shit, and fucking you see bodies flying as the cars hit them, people falling off of lampposts. Hey, this reminds me of MTV where they cut every 3 seconds. Like they won't. Why won't they hold any of these shots, Pat? Wait a second. Did someone just? Did that show cops punching someone and someone spray some yellow spray paint on them? Where's the bricks, Pat? Where's the fire, Pat? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stay at 0.1, buddy. 0.1. Yeah, mosh pit. This is okay. There was okay. I like this. There was a serious mosh pit on January 6th. You probably think that those fraternities that haze the boys and make them drink water, and kids have died doing that. That how was probably from fentanyl too, right? Like you got some convoluted thinking, bro.
1349 hours.
This is now effectively a riot. Dispatch 1349. We're declaring it a riot. I get it. Holy shit. Holy shit. I get it. I get it. You fucking nut.
Or is declaring it a riot.
You still think the vac. Oh no. Oh no. A police shield being used to break a window, Pat? That's weird, right, Pat? That's really weird. Oh no, people climbing in windows, Pat. Are you sure this isn't just a burglary?
Okay, guys. Apparently, this tip of the spear has entered the Capitol.
Apparently. Man, dude, you are tarded, dude. You are so bad. You are so bad. Caller, hi. Hello? Caller.
This is Malachi.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's the Kill Taylor workout this Saturday?
I'm so glad you asked. Sevi, this could be your most embarrassing moment. I know. I'm so embarrassed in my whole life.
You're live right now, aren't you?
I'm so embarrassed. Yeah, I'm so embarrassed because I think that January 6th wasn't fucking a riot. Listen, I'm more than willing to concede it's a riot. I don't understand why you won't tell me on the scale of 1. What do you think? What do you think, caller? On a 1 to 10, let's just say that January 6th was a riot. As far as riots go, on a 1 to 10, where would you rank it for ones you've seen on TV?
Let's go.
Rodney
7.
King. I'll give you Rodney. You said a 7?
Yeah.
Okay, then what would you say the Rodney King riot was?
Oof. Probably an 8.
They burnt down Los Angeles and it's an 8, but dudes attacking the Capitol building is a 7.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I think.
You think it's the imagery of the Capitol building that really gets you? The fact that's like, hey, it's okay to do it in the hood. Just a bunch of black people. They're not fucking worth anything anyway. Burn their shit down. But fucking Whitey in the Capitol building, that's bad news.
No, you're right. It's a way worse look on the Capitol building.
Yeah, and that's all it is. It's an emotional response. It's just a really bad look. But dude, burning down a police station with police officers in it, I got to go with that's a 10.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I hear you. I'm glad you told me a 7 because I think it's a 1. But I understand. I understand that it looks it's sad that it's our Capitol building. At least they had American flags. You didn't see any American flags at the fucking at the Ferguson riots.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh shit! Lexi Neely just texted me. I need to get her on. Confirm. We did not ask for quad size. Morning Chalk Up did. Okay, so that was. Did you see Dave's interview, Malachi, with Yellow Hosta?
No.
Yellow said that he asked Dave, "Why are you guys asking for quad size?" Dave's like, "I don't think we are," and Yellow's like, "We are." But then I just got confirmation. It was just Morning Chalk Up. Okay. The workout is swimming, and what I have to guess is a body weight movement because you don't need equipment. And it will be
nice.
and it will be 11 a.m. on Friday. Why are you asking? You have no chance.
I think I do. I think I do.
All right. Do you have access to a 25-yard pool?
Yeah, I do. What's the mountain time?
I don't know. It's 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that would be
11, 12-ish.
I think are you guys Mountain Time might even be on the same time as California right now. I know there's some time of the
California, we're an hour ahead. So it'd be 12.
Noon for you.
All right, Savon, I'll be there. I'm gonna call in.
Okay, and you know how to do it, right? You'll have a phone, and then you'll text the number, and then I'll send you a link, and then you try to beat them, and then we just talk shit about how tight your bathing suit is, and we can see your junk.
All right, I love it. I can't wait.
Okay, love you, dude.
All right, love you, brother. Thanks. Bye.
No fucking guy who thinks fucking the Capitol riot's a 7 is gonna beat Taylor. Are you out of your mind? I think it's a 20. I think it's a 25-yard pool. I think it's 25 yards. I think it's 25 yards. Let me ask you this. Pat, let me ask you this. Because I want to find a middle ground with you. I want peace. Pat, let me ask you this. You ready, Pat? Would you rather have been out on the street? Would you feel safer out on the streets during the Ferguson riots or safer at the Capitol? Which one would you feel safer at? Would you feel safer in the Watts riots or at the Capitol? Jason Plummer, Pat is a TV. He can't hear you. I'm already conceded that it's a fucking riot. Now let's fucking come on, Pat. You won. You won the debate. It's a riot. I lose. Pat, hello. Hello, Pat. Hello, Pat. Hello, Pat. It's a riot. January 6th is a riot. Now let's rank the riots. Pat. You already admitted it was a riot. I proved my point, brother. All good. Okay, fine. You win. I lose today. July 18th, 2024. I lose to Pat Lang. He doesn't know. Mrs. Burns from Sabbath Essentials, don't deflect Pat. He can't. He says stuff like, he uses words like they use on Sesame Street. Whataboutism. You got to stop with the whataboutism. Oh, I got to, huh? Just like I probably won't show it. This is Pat. This is Pat asking a girl his senior year to the ball. Hi, Sally. I know you're probably not going to go with me, but would you want to go to the senior ball with me? I know you want to say no. I know, but would you? Patrick, hi, this is Sally. You're a world-class bitch. Get some balls, dude. Hey, is everyone in your I'm guessing everyone in your circle, Pat, is everyone in your circle, everyone who's close to you is susceptible, that was the word I was looking for, to passive aggressiveness. Like just deep, just really simplistic, low-level manipulation. Am I right? Just tell me, am I right? Did I nail it? Yeah, of course. You probably, dude. I got magic. I'm not suggesting you didn't get tons of pussy. It probably rained pussy on you. But did you make them feel bad for it? Were you like, you sound like the kind of guy who's like, I just bought you dinner. Now you have to put out. There's always a, you probably won't, or there's always some sort of deal. It's not like just like, hey, just mutual, like, yeah, let's check this out. Let's go out. Hey, I find you attractive. You want to do it? Like, did you ever just been straight with someone? Oh, is that true? That's amazing. The ladies on The View use that term whataboutism. Oh my goodness. I'd never even heard that before. Whataboutism, The View. Is the show called The View or View? Oh yeah, it's an MSNBC term. Wow. Like anti-racism, anti-vaccine. I damn, I want to sneeze so bad. I have triggered the fuck out of you today. What that happens when somebody gets you. I don't think that's true. The triggered part. I think that at most I'm willing to concede that you added tremendous value to the show today. Oh, Jesus, Pat. I'm not talking. My inner circle consists of a lot of independent voters who use common sense with every decision. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people like who gives a fuck about that, dude. Pay attention. I'm saying that you have people around you who are probably really, really weak-minded. Like, I'm talking about the people really close to you. I'm probably guessing your parents do it to you. That's where you learned it. Like, just there's so many fucking guilt trips and shit probably in your life. Like, everything that anyone asks you to do, there's a guilt trip. Anything you ask anyone to do, there's a crazy guilt trip. It's okay. At least you're here with us now. We'll get you. You'll come around, dude. Oh, my wife just texted me. Thank you for rubbing my leg and butt. I said hi to you, but you didn't hear me. Oh, shit. She fucked you guys up. My wife ain't a lesbian. Oh shit, that is so weird. What the fuck? Wow. What the fuck? That doesn't even make any sense. Hey, dude. Hey, what do you think we did with your tennis bag?
I don't know. I remember leaving it in the car.
Do you think someone... How could we lose your entire tennis bag?
I don't know.
That's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember leaving it in a car, and I thought you were just gonna bring it in and just disappear. Here.
Hey, you know why it's look at, I got a little button here I can flip with my you know why it's my fault?
Why?
Because I do too much for you.
What do you mean?
Like if I wouldn't, like I always carry your shit, I fill your water. Like the other day when you forgot your tennis racket for tennis, that's my fault because like
You what?
because like I do all that shit for you. Like I coddle you.
Yeah, Ari, did you leave your tennis bag on the ground and forgot to put it in the car?
No, Heidi, you saw me carrying it, right?
We left tennis and I saw that you and Joseph had your tennis bags on your back. Which car were we in? Were we in the van?
Van.
Probably in the van.
Yeah, we were in the van because I remember taking Drake home in the van.
There's a 95% that somebody stole it and he left it there.
Like we just said it, like he took it off and put it down in the parking lot.
Yeah, and
then
like the one wheel.
Like the one
you,
wheel.
Yeah, like you forgot.
You know I cried. Did you know I did ever tell you I cried when I lost the one wheel?
Yeah, I saw you. I saw you cry.
You did?
I didn't see you cry, but I heard you. I heard you say you cry. You cried.
I went into the room and shut the door and laid on the bed and cried a little bit.
And Heidi, I did not leave the tennis bag in the parking lot because when I got there, I put it in the car, like the back of the van was like stuffed. It was stuffed with our tennis bags. And I remember 2 being in there. 1 blue, Joey's and mine.
After you leave tennis, you should check. You should like ask one of us to check the trunk. Like to look back there.
I know. I just do too much for you guys.
Wait, but
I wipe your butt, I tie your shoes, I put your tennis bag. I what?
You don't always wipe my butt.
I know, but I'm just saying I'm trying to be like funny too. I just do too much for you guys.
That's fine.
But if I wouldn't have, then you would have developed more responsibility.
Like last night, I was trying to go to sleep. And
Yeah.
you were like, tell me about tennis.
Oh, when I came into your room?
Yeah.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
I knew you did.
Yeah, because I don't like falling asleep. I just like staying up, do something, or watch something.
After I put you guys to sleep, I went into Avi's room and rubbed his back and we talked about tennis.
I did.
And then
I don't remember falling asleep.
And then we ate zucchini and rice.
Oh yeah, you got up after that, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hey, Heidi.
What?
Are you serious? When I finish with Chewbacca, you're gonna get me the big AT-AT if I beat Joey from the Globe?
No, he was joking.
Are you gonna try to win the gold medal at the jiu-jitsu tournament?
I'm trying to get double gold. I think I'm gonna get gold, but I'm trying to get double gold.
Winning is everything.
It is.
No. But yeah, it made me really happy yesterday when I asked you, Avi, how tennis was, and you said it was fun. I like that.
Yeah. Is anybody on right now?
Yeah. I mean, just some people listening.
Oh, I thought you meant like
How many?
people.
159.
Wow. That's a lot.
You wish it was like 100,000, huh?
No.
No, I wish it was like 3,000.
3,000. In time. Hey, are you guys done with everything? Or are we going to? I'm taking you guys to Derby today, to the skate camp.
Derby.
That's the one you call it the toilet bowl.
Oh wait, there's a skate camp there, and we're doing it with Luke.
Yeah, toilet bowl.
And then we go to Kumon.
No,
And then you go to Kumon, yeah.
I wanted to go there just to ski for fun.
Hey, is Meds Mighty coming today?
She's
She's here right now.
Shouldn't you guys be doing piano and?
Oh, Joey's doing Armenian right now.
Oh. All right. Quality over quantity. That's fair. I mean, there's 200 people watching.
Yeah. Okay, more just kept watching. Or
No, I just made that up. How's the lice going? You have any more lice?
Yeah.
No.
You do?
I was itching my head and I felt a bug, picked it out, and ate it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. It started growing on my tongue.
Like father, like son. All right. I think we're done here.
We are?
Patrick Lang, thank you for your by the way, just so you guys know, it's all a show. Pat and I worked this out beforehand. Everything is staged. I spoke to Pat before the show. I said, hey, today I'm going to let's talk about January 6th. You take this stance, I take this stance. And Pat, is like, okay, are you gonna send me the $200? I said, sure. And then we did it. We pulled the wool right over your guys' eyes.
When's the next Kill Taylor?
Yeah.
A Friday. Tomorrow.
Really?
Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Yeah.
Can we come up?
No.
It's gonna be naughty stuff.
I know. It was inappropriate that I had you. There's just too much nasty talk. I mean, it gets nasty.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, that's good.
Like, you mean like bad
At
words?
the end.
Love you too, buddy. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
No, not you. I'm talking to Pat Lang. Pat, I'll Venmo you the money. Thank you.
Like what kind of talk?
Yeah, like bad talk, like.
Like if someone's like, so tomorrow is going to be a swim workout and Taylor's going to work out, right?
Yeah.
And then let's say,
So you're gonna pick on him? Is that the whole thing while he's working?
no,
out?
he works out and we tell everyone how great he is and he's unbeatable. And then like if someone else comes, like we make fun of them. Like if they're wearing a bathing suit and it's too tight, we're like, hey, we can see your butt crack. Or if their bathing suit's going in their butt, we're like, is your butt hungry? Or like, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So you just talk shit about them the whole time. Or if their hair looks funny,
Hey, we talk a little smack too,
you can talk smack. I know. I just think that sometimes it gets so crass.
Like one time I heard you talk about little you know what? The private parts. I heard you talk about that on the show.
I do.
What do you guys think about Matuthian?
It's awesome.
I like it, but I don't really see it in my bedroom. I only find toothpaste.
You only use it when you're in my room?
One guy finished one of the Van Mans in 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah, he finished a Matuthian. No. Jeremy finished a Matuthian in like 2 weeks.
That's not right.
That's too much. He's using too much, right?
Yeah. You just want it. I put a lot on and then dab it, and so I can see how much there's on.
Yeah. Where do you dab it? You dab it into the sink and waste it?
No, I dab it in the
Back in the jar?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, gross.
I don't suck on it yet.
We don't suck on it yet.
Oh.
I sometimes get too much and I just dab it back in on the toothpaste.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do that.
I think you are.
Does our whole family shares just one jar of Matuthian?
Yeah. It's awesome.
Disgusting.
It's not disgusting.
I know it's not. I don't care. I'm just messing with you.
But does Joey care?
Yeah, Joey cares. Isn't that weird? There's always one kid like that. I was that kid too.
Yeah,
when I was growing up. Yeah, if Horakui Tanya, like if I had like a glass, I didn't want her drinking out of it. And Joey's that kid, right? He won't even let you take a bite of his sandwich. He's like, ew, you're gross.
Yeah. Hey, you know who else is that kid?
Who?
Riley.
She doesn't like to do that either, huh? Doesn't want to share, huh?
Actually,
she doesn't. She shares.
She shares water with us.
Yeah, she shares water with us. But she wipes it off. But she would not share water with Red.
Like I would share a straw with you.
Yeah.
If I saw you like when we drink milk, we all share the same straw.
Yeah.
And you guys probably backwash way more than me. I'm a skilled drinker.
One time I backwash.
Hey, people, listen. One time at tennis,
oh shit!
I was drinking water, and I heard a giant, thick gulp go down my throat. I'm like, I wonder who that is. And the last person to the water bottle was you.
You think I left a chunk in there?
Yes, always.
Of course.
Like food or snot?
Snot.
mucus. It was like disgusting.
You're out of your fucking mind. You think that I left mucus in your water
Yeah, you
and
prob-
you swallowed it?
You probably
Oh,
opened
you're
the,
fucking nuts.
You
dude.
probably opened the cap and went like this.
You're nuts.
Hey, no, I'm serious.
No.
All right.
Whenever I let you guys drink anything of mine, especially Ari plays
Mom
with it.
backwashes a lot.
She does.
Mom, if you're
Ari
listening,
leaves
you
chunks in my shit. He'll be like eating a cookie and drinking at the same time. I look at my shit and there's just like he turns it into chocolate milk. There's so many chunks in it.
No, hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I I don't don't like weird. ours. Riley's like, she's That's like what- she'll share with her friend, but she'll not share with Rhett. It's like she'll get me like,
I don't know if you should be talking about this.
why?
I don't know.
What if Greg's listening?
Well, even if he is listening, you don't want to talk about your friends.
Okay, fine.
Is it a funny story? You just got to be careful.
Be careful. What do you mean?
I don't know.
Exactly.
This is making me nauseous. All right.
The show. Change the subject. Who said that? Who said?
Just somebody. Uh-oh. There's Hodok.
Why?
Oh, she has a kid like that too.
Who is it?
She said no. She said Jameson doesn't like is like me, doesn't like to share his stuff. Yes, you did miss Alexis Raptis yesterday. She was wonderful.
Hey, Jackson, he doesn't care. Like,
Yeah,
he shares his sparkling waters and
Yeah,
everything.
he's
Like that.
here. So I asked him for a sip of his smoothie, and he said sure.
Yeah, Jackson doesn't care.
Yeah.
Have you guys done your piano yet?
No.
No.
And your Armenian?
Nope.
Because the skate camp starts at 9:30.
What?
And we got to drive.
Ends at 9.
And we got to drive there, and it's all the way across town.
Hey, hiding.
9:30.
Hiding. I'm hiding. I'm pretend I'm not in the skate camp. I'm just gonna pretend I'm just cruising around. Just say hi. I'm just came here for fun.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is Rowan going?
But I don't know. That's a good question.
Probably not. He probably goes to Scotts Valley.
Is he the best skater in Santa Cruz for his age?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Cash is a little better.
But
Yeah.
Cash is older, isn't he? Like significantly older.
Yeah, Cash is like 12, and Rowan's like 10.
I used to like Sky Brown. I looked up her all the time, but
You're not a fan anymore?
No, because once I heard this girl power and we can do what boys do, it's just nonstop.
God, I've
I
influenced
can
you
do
so much.
Boy sports.
I've influenced you so much.
boy sports. What? There's not even a boy sport and a girl sport. There's sports.
Yeah, just sports.
Like you just do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
this
agree.
seems a little girl to me, but it's a sport.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
just a sport.
Right.
Yeah, and some more girls do gymnastics,
Mhm.
and more boys do like skating and stuff.
Right.
Like
So it's like, but they're both.
Right.
It's like in between.
Right.
but like softball's for girls, right? And baseball's for boys.
But you could do both.
Sort of thing, right?
Yeah, that one's a little interesting. That one's a little tricky. You're right.
And
But boys play softball too. But I
Yeah.
don't see.
London plays baseball.
Oh, the girl-
It's
yeah.
Just it's just sports.
Right.
And she plays soccer.
Right.
Yeah.
So London's a girl, and she
Yeah.
plays super high level baseball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and she does
wears like
jujitsu.
shorts
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's just sports.
Yeah.
Just sports. I agree with you. I agree with
There's
you.
nothing.
Why do you think? I have no idea why. I don't know the answer to this question. Why do you think girls play softball and boys play baseball?
Because
Well,
Mostly.
it sounds different. Softball sounds like girls,
Because it's
and
soft.
baseball sounds like boys. Like
Just the
I'm gonna
word.
hit the crap out of ball, and softball's like
Have you ever
for
seen? But girls can throw softballs just as fast as boys can throw baseballs. I think.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that? Like the
Yeah.
professional softball players, and they.
yeah, headache. And remember the
And that would.
remember
Go ahead.
Remember the movie Ja. I don't want to say on the show.
Yeah. I remember that movie.
The girl threw the softball right at the private part
Of the
and-
boys?
Yeah, and it went like 85 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So why do girls
professional-
play? So why don't they? Why doesn't everyone just play baseball then?
I don't know.
Well,
Or why doesn't everyone just play
everybody's
softball?
stupid in in the world, and they think it's girl and boy sports.
But it's just sports.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree. But standing up peeing is a boy sport.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That one. Boys.
Yeah. But it's not really a sport. Girls It's just compete.
I've seen you guys compete. When you guys pee, you guys line up and see who can pee the furthest. That's kind of a sport.
Yeah. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. Joey and I hold the record.
Who pees the furthest out of three of you?
Joey.
Really?
I know. There's a secret technique.
Uh-huh.
And you squeeze your tip of the penis,
Uh-huh.
and you just start, and it starts going further. Or you pull back your skin. That's what you taught me.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye. No, we'll see you tomorrow. Kill Taylor. Bye.
Bye-bye.